My fiance's girl best friend stole my student ID, burned through my dining dollars all over campus, then called me a gold digger in the locker room. So I logged into the portal and shut her card off. That same afternoon, she walked up to the register and got declined. 3 times, in front of the whole lunch rush. She was dragged to the Student Affairs Dean's office for an entire hour for theft. Then came the all-school notice. Dominic Ashfield, my fiance, found out and said absolutely knocked it like it was just another Tuesday. Then, on my 22nd birthday, Dominic took me to Oak Hall, Westbrook's most exclusive restaurant, and said he'd planned a surprise. The table was already set when we arrived, with everything I liked. Every dish. He said he had something special to grab. Be right back. I waited until the dining room closed. He never came back. I pulled out my card to cover the bill. The cashier scanned it, paused, and slid it back across the counter. "I'm sorry, Miss Sinclair. Your card is showing as invalid in the system." Invalid? I stared at the card in my hand. My fingers went cold. This was the card Dominic had given me right before we left. After we got engaged, he'd added me to the Ashford family meal plan. Every purchase on campus, charged to the family account, billed directly to them. But tonight, right before we walked out the door, he'd reached into my bag and taken the card. He'd said, kissing my forehead,
"This one's on me. It's your 22nd.
Dominic wasn't picking up. 12 calls, 12 voicemails left. The cashier drummed her fingers on the card reader. "Miss Sinclair, do you have another form of payment? We don't do tabs here. And I'm sure you remember last month's incident." I remembered. Last month, Dominic's childhood best friend, Bianca Harlow, took my dining dollars and treated her entire Pi Beta chapter to a $2,000 dinner. Then went and ran her mouth in the girls' locker room. I was a clout haster with a pretty face. Dominic's gonna drop her the second he's bored. So I logged into the portal and killed her access. The next day, she stepped up to the register and got declined. Once, twice, 3 times. The line behind her stretched to the door. Her face went beet red in front of her sisters. She never forgave me for that. Now I stood there, phone in a death grip, and my knuckles turned white. Then the doors swung open. Bianca walked in, tucked under Dominic's arm. Chin up, blue eyes absolutely glowing with satisfaction. Behind them, 14, maybe 15 people. The entire inner circle of Westbrook College. Phi Kippa's executive board. Pi Beta's social chars. Every single one of them was already staring. Dominic let go of Bianca's arm and walked toward me. The light caught his pale blonde hair. He looked every bit the Ashford heir, which honestly wasn't far off. The Ashfords were East Coast old money, the oldest kind, and Dominic was their only son, president of Phi Kappa. The guy Westbrook was basically built around. And right now he was looking at me in a way I had never seen before.
"Elena,"
he said, low, measured, loud enough for every table in Oak Hall to hear.
"you get a real kick out of sabotaging people on the low, huh? Freezing someone's card, making them stand at a register and choke in front of everyone? So, now you know how it feels."
The room cracked open. Wait, is he serious? It's her birthday.
They've been together 3 years. Why would he?
3 years doesn't mean anything. Bianca's known him since they were kids. And Elena? She transferred from the West Coast. Nobody can even find her people. She's here on a scholarship, right? Like a full ride? That's what you get for clout chasing. When Domic's done with her, she won't even have a seat at the table. I dug my nails into my palm. Exactly what I thought. He'd set this whole thing up. On my birthday, just to get back at me for Bianca. Dominic walked Bianca to the table, and Huguanga pulled out her chair, like I wasn't even in the room.
"Bianca."
His voice was quiet, but the whole room heard it.
"Whatever she did to you, I'm returning it. Every bit of it."
Bianca's face broke open. She leaned over and kissed the corner of his mouth. "Thank you, Dom." Then she looked at me. "Getting the picture now, Elena? That account belongs to the Ashford family. You're not family yet. What gave you the right to touch my access in the first place?" She dropped her bag onto the table, then shoved it, hard. My water glass tipped, liquid spilled across my shoes, seeping through the fabric. She said, covering her mouth. "Oops, slipped. Sorry about that. Though those shoes weren't worth much anyway, right?" Scattered laughter from behind her. Dominic didn't look at the spill, didn't look at me. He just slipped his arm around Bianca's waist and looked straight at the cashier.
"Whatever Bianca orders tonight, put it on the Ashford account."
Then he looked at me. That smirk, wide open, not even trying to hide it.
"As for her, if she can't pay, go by the book."
I stood there. The room shrank, inch by inch. Dominic stood up. He wanted to make sure I had nowhere left to go. He swept the room with one slow, deliberate look, then pulled out his phone, typed something, and held the screen up for everyone to see. The Phi Kappa group chat.
"Anyone who helps Elena Sinclair tonight is out. All event access, gone."
Everyone in that room knew exactly what that meant. Cross Dominic Ashvin, and you were done. No party invites, no frat events, no senior gala. Full stop. A few people who actually knew me, I watched something flicker across their faces. One girl actually reached into her bag. Bianca caught it. She stared that girl down, hard. The hand slipped back out, empty. I looked at Dominic. 3 years of feelings, gone, just like that. Dominic Ashforth, you really want to do this? He held my gaze without blinking.
When you froze her card and humiliated her in front of everyone, what did you think was going to happen? This is your lesson. Remember it. She's mine. Engaged or not, you don't get to come after her. She's mine.
Those 2 words hit like a knife, straight in. 3 years ago, I just transferred to Westbrook, bumped straight into him on the steps outside the Student Union building. Full collision, books everywhere. He spent the whole next semester on my case. Every morning, he'd be waiting outside my dorm with an oat milk latte from the campus cafe. My exact order, every time. On rainy days, he'd pull off his own hoodie and drop it over my head, then sprint across the entire football field in just a t-shirt. When a group of Pi Beta upperclasseds cornered me in the library hallway, I don't even know how he found out, but he showed up, walked straight through all of them, and put himself between me and the girl running her mouth. Looked her dead in the eye and said,
"She's with me."
I was gone after that. Not because of his last name, because I actually believed him. And now he'd just used those same words for her. So what's it gonna be? Bianca's voice pulled me back. She leaned back, legs crossed. You gonna call someone to bail you out, or? She let it hang, eyes dragging slowly over my dress. I felt myself shrink. Nice piece. Couture. Right? Maybe the boys can auction it off right here, piece by piece, to cover your tab. The room lost it.
Dominic really said this is for Bianca and meant it. Elena is cooked.
I told y'all, Cinderella stories don't exist in real life. The Ashvins were never gonna bring home a girl with no pedigree. Bianca's always been their people. The higher they build you up, the harder you fall, sis. That's just how it goes. The Phi Kepper core, the ones clustered around Dominic, were watching me with that specific look. A few of them already had their phones out. My whole body was shaking. Before we'd left, Dominic had taken my dining dollars. On purpose. Right now, I had nothing but the dress on my back. And my phone had just died. Battery gone. That's when it hit me. My phone, my card, the reservation, the timing, none of it was an accident. And Degerd the Sotrand. He didn't forget my birthday. He planned it. Bianca moved toward me, smiling like she'd already won. It's getting late, Elena. The cashier's waiting to close out your tab. Don't tell me you're actually broke. Because a tab this size, if you can't cover it, this goes straight to the Student Conduct Committee. I felt it in my stomach. The Student Conduct Committee at Westbrook College, the one line nobody crossed. One formal strike, and I could lose my scholarship, lose my housing, get pulled from the honors track, or get kicked out for good. Dominic didn't just want to humiliate me. He wanted to erase me. Bianca took another step forward, close enough that I could smell her perfume. She tilted her chin up and looked at me like I was already done.
There is one other option.
That smile ale never moved.
Say please. Mean it. Maybe I'll make this easier for you.
She reached out and poked my shoulder. Dom listens to me. Always has. I reached up and blocked her hand. Just that.
Bianca reacted like she'd been hit by a truck. Grabbed her cheek and screamed.
She hit me! I watched Dominic's eyes shift. No, that's not what... He grabbed my shoulder and shoved. Hard. I went down backward, caught the corner of the table on the way. The pain shot straight up my spine. The edge caught my arm. Sharp, clean, and I felt the warmth before I saw the blood. I hit the floor and looked up, furious. For just a second, something moved across Dominic's face. Then it was gone.
Elena, you hit her in front of everyone. That doesn't just go away. Bianca gets that back.
He jutted his chin at 2 Phi Cup members standing nearby. Both of them built like they belonged on the offensive line. They grabbed my arms, one on each side, and hauled me off the floor. Bianca walked toward me slowly. My heart murmured. Not from fear, from disbelief. The Ashfords hadn't always been East Coast royalty. Dominic hadn't always been untouchable. Because of me.
I was the one who'd convinced my dad to use our family's connections to open every door for them. Rivals who would have gone after the Ashferns backed off because nobody stepped to my dad. I'd planned to tell Dominic tonight, on my birthday. Tell him I wasn't some scholarship girl from the West Coast with no pedigree. I was a St. Clair, the sole heir to a West Coast dynasty that made the Ashterns look like new money. I was going to take him home to meet my family. I just didn't see this coming. I'd read him wrong. Bianca turned to the table and picked up a heavy plate of lobster marinara, the exact dish Dominic had ordered for me. She stepped right into my space, raised the plate, and didn't hesitate. Splash! A wet, sickening sound echoed across the dining room. She had flipped the entire plate directly over my head. Scalding pasta hit my crown. Thick red sauce slid down my hair and clinged to my cheeks. The empty plate slipped from her hand, hitting the hardwood floor with a sharp crack and shattering at my feet. Rich tomato sauce dripped from my eyelashes, bleeding rapidly into the pale fabric of my couture dress. I didn't flinch. I didn't even lift a hand to wipe my face. I just dug my nails into my palm and looked straight through the mess at Dominic. No anger, no tears. Dominic, this is on you. When the Ashfords go under and everything you've built comes crashing down, remember, you chose this.
Girl, you've been watching too many dramas. Look at you. Burst out laughing. Look at you. What, you think you're some secret rich heiress? She might actually be losing it. Like,
Dominic looked at me like I was wasting his time. Cold. Checked out.
Drop the act. The Ashfords going bankrupt? That's cute. Figure out how you're covering this bill.
Miss Sinclair, it's late. I got places to be.
I looked around the room. Every person who'd sat next to me in class, studied with me in the library, heads down. All of them. One girl, someone I actually considered a real friend, snuck a glance at me, then looked away the second our eyes met, scared of being seen. Nobody moved. The Ashfords ran this campus, the board of trustees, the student conduct committee, the entire Greek council. And outside, City Hall, the banks, every law firm that mattered. Cross Dominic Ashford and you'd cross the entire East Coast old money network. I walked toward that girl. She saw me coming, shot up from her seat, and backed away. Elena, don't! I can't help you pay! I'm not asking you to pay, I said. I just need your phone. 5 minutes. I need someone to come down here.
She's still frontin'. Dom already put the word out across every frat on campus. Who's coming to save you?
Let her call. 20 minutes. She still can't cover it. The dress comes off. Clock's ticking, princess. Can't pay up? Time to strip.
Bianca turned toward the guys who'd been watching a little too eagerly.
The girl hesitated. Looked at Dominic. Looked back at me. Then she held out her phone. I dialed the number I knew by heart but had never once called. Every second felt longer than the last. Less than 10 minutes left. Bianca was done waiting. She stood up. I'm such an idiot. I actually believed you. Nobody's coming for you, girl. Hey, she turned to the cashier. Have your guys hold her down. Nobody's risking the Ashams over this girl.
The guards moved in. Big, mean, done with waiting. I put my hand up. Wait, there's still time. Someone's coming.
Bianca laughed.
Still? Okay, bet. Someone walks through that door in time, I'll eat everything on this table.
And I'll step down from Pi Beta. The president's seat is yours. You sure? I looked at her. Everyone in this room is a witness. Absolutely. She didn't even blink. Something lit up against me. She had absolutely no idea what she'd just walked into.
With a few minutes left on the clock, one of the Phi-keeper guys, big, sloppy, clearly had too much to drink, reached over and grabbed at my dress. I smacked his hand away.
Yo, Dominic, your fiance's got a temper.
Dominic smiled and swirled his wine, completely unbothered.
She can't fair game. Have at it.
I stared at him. Something inside me went completely cold. This was my fiancé. Watching other men put their hands on me, and he didn't even flinch. He caught my eyes and shrugged.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not helping you. I just want Bianca happy.
That was all they needed to hear. They grabbed me, arms, shoulders, and started pulling at my dress.